As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Badgers will put total effort to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Scarlet Knights offense will get the ball first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Right, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple of years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver.
Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Catch in the middle, it's Murray. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when he drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's McMillan. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. The screen, he can go. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. From the red zone, it's Buckley. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
It's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The Scarlet Knights started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Back to pass. unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Wisconsin's offense will go to work for the first time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Badgers send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full, because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This offense is being aggressive, and they keep going back to the same guy. We're early in the game in the first quarter. This guy's already scored a touchdown, so if I'm a quarterback, keep trying to get him the football. He's winning his matchups one-on-one. Nice job by the defense on that play, but don't lose focus if you're the QB here. Keep trying to find your big-time playmaker.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Throws toward the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He's got it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. And the Scarlet Knights are on the move. Quarterback keeps it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Sends it back in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill or be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing the 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rutgers.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Rides the back on the option to give. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Really good-looking run right there. He reminds me of one of the greatest Wisconsin players of all time, Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dayne, who was a teammate of mine with the New York Giants, and he was so good at being patient and setting up blocks. This guy shows that patience as well. He really helps out the running game because he's not in a rush. He just takes his time and carves his way through the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Runs through the tackle. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He's going to take off. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Smith dropping to pass. Under fire. Moves away as he feels pressure. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. He'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Between the uprights, it's good. Now the lead is down to 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make... He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Showing off the arm. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another 1st down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little quick route, try to get my guy open.
Looking for the score. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It is good. And now the lead is extended a little further. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
Nah, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon when the offensive lineman call it out and pick you up. You could tell did a good job buying him.
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
2nd down, he'll throw it. The sure hands, it's Murray. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting 1st downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Thomas. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Off the play fake. He's going to run it. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the 1st down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Makes the catch. It's Murray. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Oh, he got loose. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Scarlet Knights will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Using his feet. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Makes the grab. It's Barry Johnson.
I didn't grab water. Yes, I didn't grab water.
Safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's exactly your job when you're a defense. You know, they're going to make throws. They're going to make catches. I got to get them on the ground. I got to limit the yak, the yards after the catch. Nice job breaking on the football, getting the wide receiver on the ground.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He'll start this drive firing. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Creates a little space. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. In this defense, its head is spinning.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
Pulls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score it again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Looking to take a shot. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Fires to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good job to get everything he could, then get down with the slide. The Scarlet Knights are in the hurry-up. The play action fake. Going for the big play. Catch and stride inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the fourth play of the drive. The snap sets up to throw. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Rutgers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
40, Wisconsin, 3.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Power football with the run. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Scarlet Knights will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Smith wants to throw. Got him downfield. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Still looking. He's got him. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. And the Badgers can really attack on this second and short. This time they'll go to the running game. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
And And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running back.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy.
Oh, he's got some space. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Scarlet Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thomas. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And a nice job slipping in the screen. Like, you got to know the situation when those pass rushers, Palmer, are going to come upfield and those situations when you can take advantage of the defense.
Yeah, I would love a David Pollock just running at me free and then finding a way to negotiate the throw around a guy that just knew he was going to be getting a sack. That feels so good. Complete the screen and keep the drive alive.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Duff. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Got it in the middle, it's Duff. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, just nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. The Scarlet Knights will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game, you want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Rutgers 47, Wisconsin 3.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Rutgers. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
You know, momentum's a big part at the quarterback position, too. And sure, he threw a pick on the last drive, so let's come out on this one and find some easy completions from the pocket. If it's not there for me downfield right away, let me find my check down and get myself back into it.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. Fires left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Scarlet Knights have taken it inside the 20. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Murray. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Using the quick game. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big
touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Smith dropping to pass. Looking left. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Gives it on the option. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go when you
got some room, headed to the
trying to take it out.
Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. That's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
At midfield, he's got room. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Scarlet Knights just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He'll throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They want to run this quarterback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. With the catch, it's Murray. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. A run for the quarterback. And he runs into a... Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They've converted 3rd downs all day long, and now a chance to get a touchdown on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Under fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got a man. It's Houston. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play.